Upscaling capacity at the county level is of great importance, particularly now that community transmission of the virus has been established. At the national level, our primary focus has been to escalate both the capacity and capability of our healthcare systems. You will recall that in the early days of this pandemic, we had only a handful of testing laboratories, and Wellcome Trust Kilifi was one of those facilities. Today, we can boast of more than 25 testing laboratories distributed across the country, which are playing the important role of detecting the virus. Testing is an important part of case management because it is only by knowing where the virus is that appropriate interventions can be deployed. I'm delighted to note that as a country, we have made significant progress in the fight against the virus, a situation that has contributed to the de-escalation of restrictions and opening up of the country. However, as articulated by His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta early this week, the opening of the country does not in any way suggest that we have now contained the spread of the virus, and that is exactly what the governor has also told us today, and which is a fact, that we did not open up because we have defeated the virus. We opened up because we believe that the citizens of this nation, if they work with us and follow the rules, regulations, as we have explained from the Ministry of Health, from the county governments, from the national government, then we are ready to tackle it all together. Considering that the country has been on a semi-lockdown for several months, the easing of restrictions was necessary to allow for other economic activities to be restarted. However, this also shifted the responsibility of complying with the containment measures to individuals. And I want to thank you, Governor Kingi, because you have emphasized on this matter from the word go, from when it started. And if I were to, at the risk of embarrassing Governor Kingi, to say that he is one of the first people to call me on this issue of the virus, and one of the first people to actually go on self-quarantine himself in the country. And Governor Kingi, I think at some point you want to tell people how self-quarantine was, so that we don't quarantine people in hospitals, we quarantine them at home. But as you yourself have said, sisi wananchi tunayetu. As earlier stated, every one of us must play a significant role if we are to stop the spread of this disease in our communities. The motivation to play such a role should be an inner drive within every individual, without expecting the government to force you to do so, without expecting the government to enforce compliance. If other societies have done it, there is no reason why we in Kenya cannot do it. To achieve the level of readiness to handle possible upsurge in coronavirus infections, the counties have invested lots of efforts to establish fully equipped and dedicated COVID-19 facilities. I am very happy, Governor Kingi, to note that the county government of Kilifi has so far made available an isolation facility, and not just this one, but the many that you have mentioned, with over 318 beds, meeting and surpassing the presidential proposal that was made about the 300-bed facilities. The county has further availed 7 ICU beds and 7 ventilators. And Governor Kingi, I would like you to know that at your request, and if you need more, the national government will support your ICU facility, including more ventilators as needed. I also want to take this opportunity to congratulate you on this fantastic complex that has been put up from scratch, from zero, to what we can see here today. And honestly, it is one of the ways of establishing and symbolizing the success of the system of devolution in our nation today. Your leadership in this matter of healthcare has been noteworthy, and I want to congratulate you and your government for the good work you continue to do in the healthcare system. Other interventions include the hiring of healthcare workers to boost the human resource capacity. I'm informed that 138 healthcare workers have been recruited under the Universal Healthcare Program, and a further 89 are in the process of being recruited. Under the Management Equipment Services, MES program, the ministry has equipped the Kilifi County Referral Hospital with renal, radiology, and theater equipment, which are now offering benefits to residents and saving them from traveling for specialized treatment out of this county and indeed country. As we ramp up our capacity to handle COVID-19 patients, I want to urge Kilifi residents to continue adhering the call by the governor and the national government to adhere to the containment measures advocated by the Ministry of Health. The measures can only be effective if all of us take the necessary precaution to protect ourselves and those around us. We must continue to observe physical distance, wash our hands, use sanitizers where appropriate, and wear a face mask when in public places. Apart from the problem of COVID-19 disease in the country, there are other diseases, not just in Kilifi, but elsewhere, but around the nation. Kilifi County, for example, is grappling with other communicable and non-communicable diseases such as high blood pressure, diabetes, chronic respiratory tract conditions, among other underlying conditions. And it is important for us to appreciate that during this COVID-19 period, people suffering from these diseases are more vulnerable to contracting the virus and are therefore advised to take extra precaution. In case you have not noticed, as we announce the causes of death via COVID-19, you will have noticed that diabetes is probably the highest in terms of persons who are passed on with underlying issues. Fellow Kenyans, in the last few weeks, we have noticed that our cases are steadily growing, and the number of counties that have so far recorded COVID-19 cases stand at 42. Kilifi County is one of the counties, obviously, that has reported cases. In terms of the caseload per county, Nairobi leads with 5,188 people infected, followed by Mombasa at 1,720. Kilifi stands at number 10 with 71 infections and 45 discharges. However, with the opening of the country, we must acknowledge that this state of affairs can change, and the number of infections are likely to increase. Therefore, to keep the number of infections down here in Kilifi, we should not let our guard down, and we must continue to strictly observe the containment measures. And I congratulate the government of Kilifi for ensuring and pursuing these measures relentlessly.